Hello guys, welcome to STEM Trainers YouTube channel. So we have just completed straight lines chapter. Now we are going to move forward with our next coordinate chapter, that is circles. So let's first discuss what's the definition of a circle or what a circle actually is. So we define circle as locus of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance, which is known as radius, from a fixed given point, that is known as center. So what actually is a circle is there is a fixed point. Let's take the coordinates of that fixed point as x1 y1, and we know this fixed point is known as center. So there is a point P which is moving in such a way, it is moving in this plane in such a way that its distance from this fixed point is always same. So the path that point P will follow is known as a circle. So this is nothing but a circle. And we know this fixed distance is known as radius. So now we can use this definition to find the equation of the circle. So let's say my center is x1, y1, and let's take my radius as r. So now if I use distance formula in this, between P and this center C, so I will get PC as R, that is the radius. So now what is PC distance? PC distance is x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square root equal to R. So I can square both sides so that I remove the third sign. So I will get y minus y1 whole square equals r square. So this is nothing but my equation of the circle. Like we studied equation of a straight line, y is equal to mx plus c, or y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Similarly, this is equation of circle. This is very important. This is we have to remember. This x1 y1 is nothing but center, and this r, not r square, this r is radius. Okay, now there is a special case in this which generally comes in lot of questions. So let's discuss that also. So when x1 and y1 are 0, it means we are talking about center is at origin. Obviously 0 0 means origin. So center is at origin. Then what happens is, if x1 is 0, so then the left bracket will become only x square, and the second bracket will become y square equal to r square. So sometimes you see this equation also. So this is also a circle, but this is a special case of circle when the center is at origin, that is 0, 0. So now if you understand this, then we can start solving some questions based on these two formulas. Okay, so I hope you understand this. If you don't, you can pause and think about it, or you can go back and see all this again. Okay, now let's try solving some questions. Now how the questions will appear in exam. So this is one of the example. So given a circle, x square plus y square equals 25. So a circle is given. And we already know that because it's x square plus y square, so its center is 0 0. Okay, so first part they are asking is find the center and radius. So obviously either you can directly write that center is 0 0, or what you can do is you can just show it like this also. This is nothing but x minus 0 whole square, and this is nothing but y minus 0 whole square, and 25 is nothing but 5 square. So from this I can directly write my center is origin, that is 0 0, and my radius is nothing but 5 units, or you can just say 5. So this is my center and radius. So that's my A part. Very easy, I think. B part. Find circumference and area, and you have already done this in year 9 and 10. Circumference of circle is 2 pi r. So my answer will be 2 into pi into 5, which is nothing but 10 pi. What's my area of a circle? Area of circle is pi r square. So that is nothing but pi into radius is 5 square, that is 25 pi. So this is my area. So you can write the unit also, unit square unit. Okay, C part. Now this is important and this is little new. You have to prove that point minus 3 comma 4 lies on a circle. Now how do we prove this? Is the very simple way is basically let's take this point as minus 3 4. This is my center 0 0. This is my radius 5. So we need to prove that this point lies on the circle. So what do you do is, if you find distance between this point minus 3 comma 4 and origin, that is the center, if this distance comes out to be 5, then we can say this point must lie on the circle. That's one way. Now second way is, what you can do is, this is my equation of circle. I have taken 25 on left side. So if x equal to minus 3 and y equals 4 satisfies this, then automatically this point lies on this curve. And in this case, this curve is a circle. So this is second way to do this. So let's do the second way. I think it's easy. Both are easy. So let's substitute x as minus 3 and y as 4. So this is this. So if this comes out to be 0, then obviously I can say this point lies on the circle, which is nothing but 25 minus 25, which is 0. So hence we can say minus 3 comma 4 lies on circle. Or what you could have done is, you can just substitute minus 3 comma 4 here and find its value, and if this comes out to be 25, then also we can prove that this point lies on circle. So there are 2-3 ways to do this. All are kind of similar ways. So you can choose whichever you like. But this is important. How to prove that a point lies on a circle. Substitute that point in the equation of the circle. Now next question. You can pause this and you can see this question. You can try this question yourself also. It's better. Okay. For those who don't understand, let's try solving this. So AB is a diameter of a circle as shown in the diagram. So there is a circle and AB is a diameter. Okay. So this is radius, and this midpoint will become center. We have learned this. So find the center and radius of the circle. Okay. So we need to find the center. So how do you find the center? We know AB is diameter and midpoint is center. So what you can do is, you can use midpoint formula. We can use midpoint formula to find coordinates of midpoint formula to find coordinates of C. And how do you find the midpoint? You take the average. So my midpoint will be average of x coordinates and y coordinates. So my x coordinate average is this. My y coordinate average is this, which is nothing but, this will be minus 2, this will be minus 1 comma 2. So this is my center. As simple as that. Just remember this. If diameter coordinates are given, endpoints are given, then just take the midpoint. That will give you center. Now second part is radius. Now there are 2 ways to do this, to find the radius. First is, you have the center now, that is minus 1 comma 2. So you can find distance between C and B or C and A. That is actually the radius. So this is my radius. So this is also my radius. Second way is you can find the distance between A and B, which is the diameter, then divide by 2, which will give you the radius. That's the same thing. So let's do CA. CA will give me the radius. So you can do anything, all methods are same. So square root of x2 minus x1 whole square. So 2 minus of minus 1. Be careful in this. Plus 3 minus 2 whole square. y2 minus y1 whole square. So this will give me 3 square is 9 plus 1 is 10. So my radius is coming out to be square root of 10. Now you know the radius, you know the center, you can easily write the equation, the B part, hence find the equation of the circle. Just be careful, I am again saying, just when you are applying the distance formula, just be careful in this. So this is actually 2 minus minus 1. That's why I have written here plus 1. Okay. So let's write the equation. We have center and radius. So what's my equation? My equation is x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square equals r squared. So we use this when center is not 0, 0. Then we can use this formula. So what is x1? x1 is minus 1. Just again I am saying be careful in this. This is minus 1. And y1 is 2. Radius is square root of 10. So this is my answer, x plus 1 whole squared plus y minus 2 whole squared equals, what is root 10 square? That will give you 10 only. So this is my answer for this question. This is the equation of the circle. So this is how you find when diameter endpoints are given. I hope it's clear now. Let's try one more question on this. Quickly, a circle C has center 1, minus 2 and point P lies on it. Okay, so let's draw a circle. So there is a circle and there is a point minus 1, 3 that lies on the circle. A circle has the center 1, minus 2. This is, let's say C. This point is given as P. Find the radius. Okay, so you can pause the video and try this question yourself also. So this point is given, this center is given. If you find its distance, you will get the radius. So that is what they are asking in A part. So find the radius. So radius will be nothing but square root of distance between these points P and C. So x1 minus x2 whole square. I'm again putting a star here. Just be careful. Plus y2 minus y1. Okay. So my distance r will be equal to, this is 2 square, that is 4, plus this is 5 square, that is 25. So radius is coming out to be square root of 29. Now you have the radius. In B part they are asking find the equation of the circle. That we already know. We have to use x minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square equals r square. So let's substitute. This is my x1 and y1, that is the center. So x minus 1 whole square plus y plus 2. I am writing here plus 2 because it's already negative. So negative negative becomes positive. I am putting a star here so that you can be little careful in this. So this is my answer. If you want, you can further simplify this, but because we are doing the starting stage, so this much is more than enough. So this is my answer for the equation of the circle. So this is how we solve circle questions. So this is just the introduction part, the basic part, and in the next videos, coming videos, we will see the general equation and other methods, how to find the tangent and other things. Okay, that's it for today. So I hope you like this video. If you find this useful, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching STEM Trainers YouTube channel.